Okay, so many of the abnormal gang ask me what I do for my workouts, what is my workout routine, what is my workout split, and this video will provide you a answer for that. I was really looking forward to recording this video because I could not really record it because I did not have a camera. Now I have a camera and I can show you my whole workout routine on my phone without any issues. So yeah, I will tell you what I do every week with the exercises, the sets, the reps, every single bit. So you finally won't have to keep asking the same fucking question under every post that I make. Keep in mind, as I will be explaining all of the different things that I do in my workout, there is no such thing as a perfect workout plan. No, and I say no, workout plan is the most optimal. Every workout plan has some advantages and some disadvantages. And also, I'm not even no personal trainer, but I'm just going to tell you what I do based on my experience, what works best for me. Okay, so to first start off, the app that I use is called Gym Workout. Can you see it? Yeah. You can find it on Play Store. I don't know if Apple Store has it, but yeah, it's called Gym Workout. It's literally the name of the app. And now I structure my split in like 5 training sessions. So I train 5 times a week. And in a very short and brief explanation, what I do is push-pull legs split mixed with the Arnold split. If you're interested into bodybuilding, then you most probably already know what those two plans are, and you've maybe even tried them before. But for anyone that doesn't know, push-pull legs is on the first day you do pushing movements, so bench press, shoulder press, push-ups, triceps push downs. Then on pull day, what you do is pulling movements like pull-ups or chin-ups or bicep curls. Then on the third day, which is legs, you obviously hit your legs. And the Arnold split is a very good workout split, but I'm doing a hybrid of it. What Arnold Schwarzenegger used to do was he first started off on the first day doing chest and back in one session. Then he moved into arms the next day, and the next day, so the third day, he did legs. I believe that's how he did it. At least that's how I utilize it in my workout split. So yeah, my first workout day always starts on Tuesdays. I don't start my workout plans on Mondays because Mondays are just packed. They are full of people. Every single time I go to the gym on Mondays, there is a fucking PvP enabled zone. If you've been a gamer, then you know what I'm talking about. It's like you're playing fucking Minecraft PvP over here, trying your best to fight for the spot on the bench. So yeah, I first start off doing chest and back, and this is my workout. You can screenshot it, you can do whatever the fuck you want. Sorry, this is what I do. I first start off with 2 sets of incline bench press. Of course, first off I warm up and stuff, but after the warm up, what I do is incline bench press, dumbbell bench press. I find that dumbbell movements are usually way better than barbell movements. Just because you get a better stretch, you have to use more balance, you have to be more skilled to do them. And I think, I guess they just provide you with better muscle gains over time. And the reason behind why I only do 2 sets an exercise, which I'm going to speak on even more later. The reason why I only do 2 sets of bench press over here is because for me, 3 sets is kind of too much. I used to do 3 sets, but now what I'm doing is trying to really up my intensity in my workouts, right? So instead of doing 4 sets or 3 sets for an exercise, I literally just do 1 or 2. What I really like to do is to only do 1 set, but it is kind of like 2 sets. It is 1 set where I do, let's say, 80 kilograms on bench press until failure, so I guess like 10 reps. Then, once I approach complete failure, someone helps me to rack this up and quickly change the weights. So it's now even lighter. So from 80 kilograms we switch on to 60 kilograms. And then I grab the bar and immediately do even more reps. And this is called a drop set, where you drop the weight right after finishing a set. This is a very good way of activating hypertrophy, of making gains, right? Let me drink my fucking coffee. It has milk in it. Who the fuck put milk in my coffee? So yeah, first off, incline bench press. Then what I do is bent over rows with a barbell. Now I'm not using dumbbells because I think that for rowing, actually the barbell might be a bit better. Just because you can easily put on even more weight and you can move more weight using a barbell. And I also do only 2 sets with the exercise, and it's for the exact same reason. I'm trying to really give myself less time to work out, so the workouts have to be intense, because if they are not intense, if on the other hand I only do 2 sets but they are not intense, then the workout is just completely failed and I won't make any gains. So this way I push myself to do really hard workouts, to literally push myself to complete failure on each set that I do, which I personally think is the best way to train. One person that really spoke about this their entire career was a person named Mike Mentzer. RIP to that guy. He was a beast. Basically, he was a bodybuilder that always utilized a way of training that was very contrary to the typical way of training. Like, let's say Arnold Schwarzenegger, what he did was he went to the gym for 4 hours, literally 2 times a day. So like literally 8 hours of straight working out a day, 7 days a week and stuff. And I mean, did it work? Yeah, I guess so. Like, he didn't won no Mr. Olympias for no reason, right? But like, Mike Mentzer also was competing and he also was literally on his level. And guess how much time he actually spent training? He said that he was only doing like half-hour workouts 4 times a week. So only 2 hours of training a week. And the guy was jacked, right? So he made me believe in the same fact that if you want to build muscle, if you want to have a good physique and you don't want to spend all of your time training, then just train intensively as fuck. I think that there is really no point in just going to the gym, doing 6 sets, 7 sets of an exercise with very low intensity. You might be able to make some gains, but it's unproductive. You're just wasting time, bro. So yeah, after bent over rows with barbell, I do an incline bench press, a version of the incline bench fly, sorry, not bench press, a bench fly. I really like this exercise. I also only do 2 sets with it. Back in the day, I really liked to use the pec deck machine. It was one of the best exercises I usually always came back to, but now I'm just trying to kind of switch it up, so now I'm using dumbbells for it, and I guess it works pretty well too. The muscle group that I'm really trying to focus on and I'm trying to build right now is my chest, my pecs. So I'm trying to really intensively train my pecs and give them even more volume in training whenever I can. So then we move on to pull-ups. I also do only like 2 sets of it very intensively, usually giving myself literally 3, 4, 5 minute breaks in between sets, so I can fully recover. Then by the end of the workout, I usually like to do a smaller movement, because as you can see, the first 4 movements on my workouts are usually very important movements. They are very important exercises. I first started off with incline bench press, then bent over rows, then incline bench flies, then pull-ups. Now as I get past those exercises, as I already did them, now we can move on to less significant exercises, like some standing incline flies on the cables, or like over here some seated rows for the back. Now for the easier exercises, I actually do like 3 to sometimes up to even 4 sets, but it's not really to build muscle, it's more to feel the muscle, it's more to build the connection in between my brain and body, and obviously to feel the pump and to look good whenever I'm taking pictures after I work out. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what I do. Fuck. So that's what I do for my first training session of the week. Now moving to Wednesday, I do just like Arnold did back in the day, shoulders and arms. Obviously I start off with the overhead press. Sorry, why does it not focus? Come on, bro. Yeah, shoulder press, overhead press with barbell. I used to, it's actually what I did yesterday when I was training, I think. Nah, I was doing legs, whatever. What I used to do was I was doing shoulder press with dumbbells sitting down. Now I think that I've seen so many videos about the benefits of doing exercises standing up. The fucking Mario brothers, nah, Mario, like those twins that speak on athletic bodybuilding and stuff. I mean, most of the stuff that they were speaking about is kind of true actually, and I think that doing exercises standing up, especially compound movements, doing them standing up is just a better form of exercise overall. You don't only get more athletic doing them, but you also, I think that you also are able to make even more gains utilizing bodybuilding in this way. So yeah, overhead press for 2 sets. Then I move on to bicep curls. Now I do 3 sets, but the last set is a drop set, just like I mentioned before. So first off, I do the 2 normal sets of pretty heavy bicep curls using an easy bar. Then at the second set, I immediately drop the weight down about like 50%, and I get to the third set just trying to rep out as many reps like with this pretty low weight, shitting bricks and stuff, you know the deal. Too many mosquitoes. Then we move on to overhead tricep extensions. Overhead triceps extensions using cables. The reason behind I do them overhead and not tricep pushdowns. I really liked to do tricep pushdowns. I still do them till this day. But now I figured that like there was some evidence online that doing overhead tricep movements were actually better for muscle gain. They were involving much higher levels of hypertrophy and stuff, like this scientific shit, right? So I thought to myself, okay, maybe these guys are telling the truth, let's do it. To be honest, I haven't even really seen any difference. I haven't really seen any like significant gains on my triceps once I started to do overhead movements, but like I guess they were not lying. I hope so. So I'm doing it overhead, whatever. The most important thing is that I am working out. It's not really important what exercises I do and stuff. It's the fact that I always show up at the gym whenever I have to show up at the gym, and I do my fucking workout like a man should. So, going down to the lateral raises. By the way, you might have already seen what I did there. I think that also on the like last training session, so the chest and back training session, what I really like to do with every single workout that I do is I alternate between different muscle groups with each exercise that I do. So first I start off doing shoulders, then I do biceps, then I do triceps, then I do then and only then I get back to my shoulders. I try to put as much space in between working out the same muscle groups during a workout so they can get enough rest, I guess. I think it just makes the most sense to do it that way. So yeah, as I said, now I do some lateral raises for my shoulders. Actually, I do a lot of drop setting on my lateral raises just because I really want to grow my shoulders. And I do like literally 20 reps of lateral raises a set. In between those sets, I actually try to give myself a bit less of time to recover, so my shoulders are like completely pumped, right? That's what I do with the easier, less significant exercises, I guess you might say. Then I move on to some more bicep curls. Now I am doing them with dumbbells. What I also like to swap the last exercise with is actually doing a form of chin-ups. Like you might have seen a short video, like a TikTok little video of a guy explaining how gymnasts have such big arms. He told the guy doing the podcast that the reason behind it is that because they do a form of a chin-up where they involve the most of their biceps rather than their back. And I've tried this exercise and it just clicked. It made so much sense in my head. It's like a compound exercise for your arms. You are using your whole body weight to train your biceps, to hold onto the bar and literally squeeze the biceps as you're going up. I think it is a very good exercise. So maybe you will be able to find the video. I can't really explain the proper technique of doing this. It kind of looks like you are doing the wrong version of the chin-up. So then, yeah, the last exercise on this list is the overhead triceps extensions, but with a dumbbell. To be honest, I don't think I've ever done this exercise. It's just over here in my training like program. But what I often do is I usually just skip it because I'm so like exhausted because it's at the end of my workout and I don't want to do shit anymore. Or I just swap it in with some other exercise like let's say tricep pushdowns. So yeah, that is my delts and arms day. Then what I do on Thursday is the first leg day of the week, I started off with 2 very heavy sets of deadlifts. Deadlifts are a very risk-involving exercise, I guess, and I used to really avoid them, but as I really thought about it, I guess the deadlift is a pretty good exercise in building muscle because you are involving so much of muscles, you are putting in so much energy and power into it, especially with like high weight and low reps, that it just kind of makes sense in my mind that the biggest guy in the gym is most probably hitting deadlifts. So yeah, I do 2 sets of barbell deadlifts, then I move on to the leg press machine. Also 2 sets, I literally put up like 270 something kilograms on this machine, right? I just try to put on as much weight as possible on this fucking machine and do like 20 reps, which is I guess not really that good, but let me tell you something actually. I could put on even more weight, but it's like I'm kind of scared that I would genuinely make myself, like I would genuinely injure myself. So the reason behind why I'm doing literally 20 reps on a compound exercise, I guess, just a very hard exercise with high weight. The reason behind I'm doing so many reps is just that I don't want to injure myself. If I would, instead of 270 kilograms, put let's say 350, and I know that I would be able to lift it, but like what if I fuck my knees up or some shit? Like I don't want to do that. So yeah, I prefer to do high reps on this. And the exact same thing happens whenever I am doing, let's say, hip thrusts. Thrusts. That's how you pronounce it, I guess. I'm just scared that I will fucking kill myself, so I do higher reps with a bit lower weight than I could handle. Yeah, as I do the leg press, then I immediately move on to the sled calf press. So on the same exact machine, I just hit my I just hit my calves. Obviously dropping the weight down by about like 80%, and also trying to crank down as many reps as possible for my calves. Then I move on to leg extensions on this sitting machine. I really like the leg extensions. It's a very hard exercise. It gives you a lot of gains, so do not skip on it. Make sure you are putting a lot of energy into this exercise, right? I also do only 2 sets, but the way I do it is I only do it with 1 leg at a time. Because okay, it will sound so egotistical, but I am too strong for the machine, right? When I put as much like weight on it as possible, when I grab the little pin and move it to the complete lowest level with the highest weight, it's too easy for me, so I have to do it with 1 leg at a time. Literally, bro. And then I ended off with abs, some hanging leg raises. That's what I do for my abs most of the time. You might have even seen it in some of my videos. The first Q&A video I did was, yeah, I worked out my abs at the end. Really nice, really cool. Moving onto the Fridays. Yeah, sorry, on Fridays I have rest. This is the first day of rest. So for Fridays I don't really do nothing apart from maybe some cardio, maybe some shadow boxing with dumbbells, maybe some bike riding, maybe like any form of cardio I really enjoy, or I just sit on my ass all day. So for Saturdays what I do is I now do my upper body day. As you can see at the first half of the week, what I did is first I hit my back and chest, then I did my arms. Now for the second half of the week, that is not what I will be doing. For the second half of the week, on Saturdays, I hit my whole upper body, including the chest, back, delts, arms, triceps, biceps, and my penis. What? So I started off with chest dips. I do like 2 or maybe 3 sets with drop sets on the dip. The dip is a very fucking good exercise. If you're not doing it, you're missing out, bro. Everyone should be hitting dips, especially weighted dips. That's what we're looking for. Then I do a set of chin-ups. That's what I do. Not no weird ass chin-ups. I do the normal, formal way of doing the chin-up, which is to pull myself mostly using my back. I do that for 2 or 3 sets of like 10 to 12 reps. Then I move on to seated overhead press. Yeah, and that's what I was talking about. Once a week I try to hit my shoulders in a bit of a different way. I'm not trying to be some Mario Rios, no Leon Edwards type shit. I'm not trying to be an athletic physique bodybuilder. Now the fact is that I am, but yeah, for now I am doing some seated overhead press, with dumbbells. I really like this exercise and I always try to do as much weight as possible, trying to hit at least the 6 reps and at most like 10 reps or 12 reps maybe. Just like I said, the philosophy of my training is to try to spend spend at least amount of time, is try to spend at least the least amount of time in the gym as possible, so you can maximize the intensity. So if you're doing an exercise, don't try to go for 20 reps, especially don't do it if it's a very like important exercise, a compound exercise. Literally just pick a weight you can only do like 6-8 reps with and just go all in. Do that for 2 sets and not more than 2 sets, and you're ready to go. You are ready to move on to different muscle group. Those fucking flies, bro. You wanna catch some hands, bro? I'm getting pissed off right now. Pissed off, sipping my coffee. God damn it, bro. After the seated overhead press, after the shoulder press, what I do is I do bicep curls using cables. Also for like 2 sets, not more than 8 reps. What we are really trying to do here is to push our muscles to their limits. So using drop sets whenever we can, using very intensive form of training. That's how you can get the big bicep boys, right? Then I go to the lat pull downs, but using straight arms. They are not, I don't think they are named lat pull downs, but this is what they call it in this app. I think the real name of it is, actually I don't fucking know. I will just put this exercise up on the screen so you can know what I'm talking about. So I do that for 2 sets of like 10 to 12 reps also. Then I move on to some more lateral raises with dumbbells, just because I really want to maximize my gains on the shoulders. And then I ended off with an exercise that is a bodyweight exercise to really feel the pump, to really feel my muscles working, to really feel accomplished after the workout. What I do is I do 1 set, only 1 very intensive set of 30 reps of diamond, fuck off, the fly, diamond push-ups. That's it. And on Sunday, which is the last training day of my week, get the fuck off. I am fighting for my life over here, bro. The last day of exercise, which is Sunday, I do leg day, that's what I call it, leg day B, right? So the first one was leg day A, this is leg day B, so it's a different workout like session for legs. And with this session, on the first legs session, what I did is I tried to hit my quads and calves the most. For the leg day B, what I do is I try to hit my glutes, my ass and my hips the most. My ass, hips and the hamstrings, yeah, that's what I was trying to say. So I first do heavy sets of squats, focus, camera, focus, yeah, a very intensive 2 sets of squats. Using a barbell, obviously, you dumbass. And only the squats literally take me like half an hour to complete, right? It's so hard and painful to do those squats. I literally have to mentally prepare myself to hit them. So yeah, first off, I start off with the most important and hardest exercise, which is the squats. Then I move on to some lying leg curls. Focus, you dumbass. Why won't it focus, bro? Oh my fucking... Okay, I do lying leg curls on the machine, you know the deal. Then I do some hip thrusts. Then I often like to put in just some random exercise. Maybe if I would be able to find it, I will also put it up on the screen for you to see. And then, as always, I end my leg day workout doing some hanging leg raises for my abs. And you can't even see it. Fuck off. Okay, that's what I do for my workouts. That's what my training split looks like, if you've been wondering about that. Have I seen some results from it? I've seen great results from it, and I think that if you also will do as an advanced lifter, if you will also try to do this, then you will also see some great changes in your physical body. That's really it. A mosquito is trying to fucking catch some hands, so stay abnormal, bro.